Welcome back to Let's Talk About It. If you haven't been here before, my name's Lee. This is my channel where I discuss political topics and world affairs. Now today I want to talk about the accusation about the USA having biological weapons labs situated in Ukraine that they are funding and working in. So a number of days ago, Russia uncovered some documents to the press that they said they had found in a biolab near the Russian-Ukraine border. And these documents suggested that America were working on a bioweapons program in this lab and developing bioweapons pathogens. Now, America sort of initially said this was nonsense and it was just Russian propaganda. Now that may be the case, but it also may not be the case. It's very difficult to know for sure. But then a day or so later, there was a Senate hearing going on and Marco Rubio asked Victoria Nuland a question. Now I'll just play that clip now.
I only have a minute left. Let me ask you, does Ukraine have chemical or biological weapons?
Ukraine has biological research facilities, which in fact we are now quite concerned Russian forces may be seeking to gain control of. So we are working with the Ukrainians on how they can prevent any of those research materials from falling into the hands of Russian forces should they approach.
I'm sure you're aware that the Russian propaganda groups are already putting out there all kinds of information about how they've uncovered a plot by the Ukrainians to release biological weapons in the country and with NATO's coordination. If there's a biological or chemical weapon incident or attack inside of Ukraine, is there any doubt in your mind that 100% it would be the Russians that would be behind it?
There is no doubt in my mind, Senator, and it is classic Russian technique to blame on the other guy what they're planning to do themselves.
Okay, so as you can see from that clip, Victoria Nuland has now admitted that that lab did exist. However, she said it is a biological research facility. And it's been suggested that this lab, along with other labs in Ukraine, were there to deal with biological weapons after the breakup of the Soviet Union. But the thing I would say about that is that was many years ago. So really, how long would it have taken to deal with those weapons? I really don't think it'd have taken as long as them still needing the labs now. And secondly, it's been said that these labs were just there to manufacture pathogens and things to help with agriculture and farming and animals and that. And again, that seems very interesting, let's say. But Victoria Nuland was also seemed to have a lot of concern about whatever is in those labs getting into the hands of the Russians, which again seems very odd. If they're just harmless things that they're using for agriculture or farming and that, there wouldn't be an issue, surely. Anyway, later in that evening, on the 10th of March, the State Department then went and put out a statement. And that statement said, the US is in full compliance with its obligations under the Biological Weapons Convention and does not develop or possess chemical and biological weapons anywhere. And later, Jen Psaki also put out a tweet suggesting that this was typical Russian propaganda and that it's possible Russia would try to use chemical or biological weapons in their attack against Ukraine. Now, this is obviously, it appears to me that the US are trying to hide something here, and I'm sure that in due course more information will come out about this. But there is one question I'd like to leave you with before I end this video. And that is, if these were harmless labs doing sort of normal research and not at all anything to do with biological warfare, the question I would put is, why were they being funded by the US Department of Defense? Just a question. Anyway, that's the end of this video. As always, leave your comments down below. Tell me what you think. Tell me what your thoughts are. But as always, for now, take care.